Hey, everybody, how's it going? Hey, Wolf. What's up, man? Today we're going to play some Encased. I got a code for this quite a while ago. And, haven't had a chance, haven't had the time to really sit down and get through it. But, yeah. Is this still not working? Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to play some Encased here. That music is very loud. I even turned it down a lot. I have to turn that down even more because that was fucking loud. Ah. I apologize to anyone who had their ears blown off. See, this is like a strategy sci-fi RPG in early access. I wanted to point out before I started, which I completely forgot to do, was they actually have their roadmap on the map on the screen, which was really cool. Don't joke. I know you can hear me. I know I'm loud enough. I know I'm loud enough. Character creation screen. Create a protagonist to plunge into the adventure center of the dome. Let me just switch this back so that I can see chat again. Select the wing you wish to work, their portrait, and adjust their physical appearance. Okay. So my name is Zale. Wings Cronus divided into wings. These 5 departments, distinguished with different colors, are engaged in different activities. Choosing a wing affects the background of your character, starting attribute values, initial equipment, and answer options in dialogue. Okay. So let's get my appearance right first. Can't zoom in. I guess it's closest to me. Sure. Facial hair. The coloring on facial hair does not work out so well. What kind of Divinity? Kind of like Divinity Original Sin, as far as I understand. But not to the same extent of roleplay. Like, I don't know. I've never played the game before. I'm just going off of the blurb that I got as part of the key. It is an isometric role-playing game in a sci-fi post-apocalyptic setting. It was inspired by the first Fallout installments and Divinity Original Sin, Baldur's Gate, and the like. So yeah, you're right. You right. And then the tags are 3D adventure, atmospheric, early access exploration, isometric, indie, open world, RPG, sci-fi, survival, tactical. So, science, medicine. Okay, so White Wing is the time of great discoveries has now passed. What nincompoopery? Just like Galileo Newton. White Wing employees are launching a new era of science. We represent the best minds of humanity, working diligently in laboratories equipped with the most modern tech to uncover the mysteries of ancient civilization. Blue Wing are engineers by the look of it. Construction site with thousands of cars. Snow White dome lay dormant for centuries and came to life only with the arrival of people. Today, this region is a gigantic 3,000 square kilometers construction site with thousands of cars, Snow White cities, and a network of motorways spanning the inhospitable desert. Cronus is rightfully proud of its world-class infrastructure, built from the ground up thanks to the hard work and knowledge of the employees of Blue Wing. So yeah, you're construction. Construction and engineering. I guess I gotta find what wing I'm gonna be in first before I pick a picture that fits me, right? Kind of like that one, though. Silver Wing, determine the first priority of thousands. Find experts who can suss out the best solutions to every problem. Equip workers with the right tools and ship the necessary materials where they need to go. Every base built on every successful expedition is a testament to the hardworking, deep wisdom so that they're managers and their money. It's money. And then black is military. Most powerful weapons and advanced military equipment. The employees of Blackwing protect humanity from a myriad of hazards of the dome. Blackwing's command is made up of the best officers from the most highly trained armies in the world, who coordinate their subordinates to provide maximum security for everyone in the wing under the dome. For every wing under the dome. And then orange. Every person is willing to make amends for their crimes by working for the betterment of humanity. Orange Wing is created specifically for these people. Its employees are everywhere, providing every kind of domestic service, from cleaning and delivery to manufacturing and construction. A lot of work to be done in the dome. And every employee of Orange Wing will find a way to make their own contribution. Okay, so Orange Wing is basically ex-cons working to better something. Criminal gambling, science, engineering, management, and combat. I'm not sure where I would want to go. Normally in an RPG, I would go more the underhanded route because, you know, playing Divinity, you gotta steal everything. You need as much money as you can in that game. But then, I personally enjoy building and construction and stuff like that. But then also management will work really well in terms of a RPG. Huh. I'm gonna go... I think I'm gonna go with silver. Because having a good leader in a group in an RPG is pretty important. So let's go that. Each character in the game has a set of attributes, basic physical or mental characteristics. The higher the attribute value, the greater the advantage in certain situations, and the higher the initial level of secondary characteristics and skills associated with the attribute. After selecting your wing, attribute points are distributed automatically, reflecting your wing's specialization. But you can redistribute them by deducting points from other attributes and investing them in others. Cool. Must be funny in a rich man's world. Okay. My speech is gonna be high. I got psionics, really? Huh. Psionics, hand-to-hand, and high-tech weapons. But my leadership is low. But I thought my leadership was supposed to be high. I've got like plus 15 in leadership. Charisma, brains, and psych. So I'm a psychic. I'm okay with that. I have silver away. Skills. In Encased, characters have a variety of skills that reflect their prowess in specific areas, be it handling different types of weapons, applying medicine, or repairing equipment. You may choose 3 tagged skills. These skills will develop more quickly than others. To tag a skill, click on the gray star to the right of its name. Alright. So I can tag 3 skills. Okay, so right now, because of my stats, like psionics would be a good one to tag, because my stats are already pretty high. I'd like to have 1 combat, 1 social, and 1 just smart skill, like just to separate them a bit. So I think for combat, I'm going to go psionics. So we've tagged psionics, then we'll earn it faster. And then from there, my social will probably be speech. And then smart. What's science? Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna take science. We'll have to find a pilot, I think. Ability points. As skills develop, they provide associated ability points, which appear on the right in the blue square. These points can be spent on acquiring new abilities, passive or active. Abilities open up new possibilities within the game world, so choose wisely. Okay. Oh. Oh, accidentally, I clicked and I thought I said cancel. Oh. Psychics. Speech. And science. Okay, and then I get 3 ability points to spend in light weapons, which I can't actually unlock any of them. I don't have enough to do anything there. High-tech weapons. I have 4 points. Little Spanish flea. Recharge. You heat up the wiring, causing their malfunction. The living enemy is cooked from the inside. I can. This isn't a. I'm gonna need to go with that one. I'm gonna hold off because I don't know if I'm gonna get that. Psionics, I start with Psyshock. Cause the target to freeze temporarily. Using this ability increases your fatigue. I don't know what fatigue does. Inflicts extreme fear on your adversary, temporarily leading to attack an ally or even itself. Oh, let's do a side confusion. I'm going to stasis. Oh, the 3 of them are currently locked out. That sucks. Criminal. Open a door's devices with mechanical locks. The more complex the lock, the higher the skill required. And pickpocketing. You only get one of these. Provides access to the contents of the people's pockets at higher values, reduces the risk of being caught in the act. Let's go lockpicking. And speech. Exchange unwanted trash for useful and valuable things. The ultimate outcome depends on your point of view. Allows you to sell your goods with a 5% margin. Charm, intimidate, conviction. I'm gonna go barter and conviction. Contraptions already got those. Medicine. Drugs and other treatments. Counters the laceration effect. Let's go with pharmaceuticals so I can make... take tailoring or both gunsmithing and mechanics. I'm going to do that. Hacking. Smarty Pants. Increase the amount of experience points gained. Yep. Improve scanning. Scanning is more efficient and grants you 1 additional knowledge point. Sure, I'll do that too. And then survival. It's a hand so small you can't see it waving. Carry more useful items. You receive an additional slot in the belt to increase your weight. Yeah, done. That one's easy. Reconnaissance allows you to binocular remote access. Situating during random events. Remotely assess the situation. And I think cookery was the other one. Oh, I only had 1 point. That's why I could only get 1. Alright, I'm cool with that. I still have several where I've got extras, but I don't have the ability to use them yet. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. The Dome is an international project of unprecedented scale. I will go as far to say that humanity has come all this way to get exactly where we are now. Wars, slavery, genocide, all these efforts will pay off handsomely. Wait a moment. Bad phrasing. Cut that bit, will you? Ooh. Conversations. Communication with various characters is an important part of the game. Start a dialogue. Click on the character. He or she is willing to, if she is willing to talk, a dialogue interface will appear. During conversations, you can acquire valuable information, learning tips, or even get new tasks. Choose your remarks carefully. Careless words can stir up resentment or provoke a fight. Okay, so the music was way too loud, but the sound and everything was still too kind of quiet. Bunch of notifications. Okay. I am here in the middle. Jesus, so many notifications. A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand. Monty James, Silverwing. He glances down at your badge. Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. And your CV. Wonderful. Inspiring, really. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages. Spreads his hand carefully. Ah, you misunderstood. I don't carry the physical copies with me, but I did have a chance to look through them. Anything you need to know, just ask. But the White Wing. From Osaka crystallographer. She's young, but already has a PhD. Just between you and me and the lamppost, Chimera has an older sister. She's currently in jail. She's an Orange Wing. Handyman Cleaner says it provides a second chance for these former prisoners. Pats the blue wing on the soldier. As the man turns to him, Monty raises his fist in a kind of weird salute. Dragon, Sputnik, Cosmos Mirror. Those are... Twitches in his face, wrinkles with a beaming smile. Mr. No, Comrade Potnin is from the Soviet Union. He's a highly qualified spire. Oh, this is really cool how it gives you descriptions of things as you just hover over them. Thanks, Wolf. Blackwing. Former captain, to be precise, she was dismissed from service because of a conflict. Monty just glasses, Imperial Orange badges. Quentin Bisley. Grand Theft Auto 3 times, 1 burglary. He was about to go down for 12 years, so he filed for the Clean Slate program. And look at that, they accepted him right away. The Cronus Clean Slate social program is active worldwide. Its goals is to give convicts a chance to start a new life under the dome. To participate in the program, the candidate must file an application, fill out a special form, which is then sent to the Foundation's Human Resource Department. Selected candidates are accepted to the organization's Orange Wing and transferred to the dome. According to the most recent statistics, Clean Slate applicants are accepted in 92.4% of cases. Exceptions are assessed individually. Oh. Sorry, classified. I'm a Harvard man, and then I worked for Supercolor in the economics department. They produced a special television model for commuter buses. Did you know that? That is my research. The internal dome marketplace, from food to clothing to weapons and cars, is divided among several dozen corporations with signed Cronus contracts. Despite there being no more than 35,000 people living in the Cronus facilities, it is very promising and constantly growing market, bringing corporations billions of dollars annually. What else? Well, I like sports. Water aerobics. Water aerobics is a sport, isn't it? I don't smoke and never eat after 6 p.m. These kinds of things don't make me into the... They don't make it in the official file. Okay. Can I actually barter with him? What do you have? Airgun powerlet. Contains pressurized carbon dioxide used in pneumatic pistols and construction tools, as well as a homemade soda. Oh! Cool. What if I want that? 105. I could buy it from him. Third letter from Cronus, a yellow envelope, thick and crisp. Inside is a solemn letter printed in a font that mimics real handwriting. There's also a foil postcard and a ticket stub to Crystal Sands is sitting near the dome. Within the dome? Yeah, they are the government. Ask him what he saw in my file. You were number 63,784 on the waiting list, but you were lucky enough to get into the dome after only 16 months. Besides that zero, not absolutely nothing. You're a dark horse for both the Foundation and myself. How exactly did you end up in this wing? Money. Yeah, the money's good, though it's slightly concerning that we're paid in company script. If the dome economy ever crashes, we'll be left with nothing but toilet paper. I'd soon be paid with Swiss francs. Internal Cronus currency, though it doesn't circulate internationally and it's not recognized by outside banks, under the dome this is the only legal tender. The value of compounds is provided by the value of the corporation's shares in the international market. Oh. I'm not... Okay. Nothing more to say to me? I see. This is the black wing. Glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner. Greetings, please take all necessary precautions. I mean, don't turn your back on him. Nods at the orange. Ask her what's so dangerous. Say that there's no need to keep the orange handcuffed. What's so dangerous about this orange? Really? I thought you'd tell me about it. After all, your department has access to all orders and records. You know what? It's fine. Are you saying you will take full responsibility for the possible consequences of that order? Was that a nod just now? Does that mean yes? Turns to the orange, produces a key, and unlocks his cuffs in a smooth, well-precise motion. What do you have? You got nothing. Fine. Oh, that's cool. They have a straight-up give feedback button right on the main screen. Unarmed. Where are my notifications? Cop out. It's a feedback pulse. Fair. Where? It's got my data here, right? Oh, okay, this must be it. That was pretty bad. Okay, let's talk to the orange. The orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit, and the shiny badge on his chest reads, Quentin Bisley Laborer. Barter. He's got a shiv! He's got a shiv and lockpicks. He's got a shiv. A lot of good that this cop did. He's... The man's got a shiv. And I just unhandcuffed him. Okay, this is gonna end badly. He's side-eyeing the screen skeptically, despite his tired, grim expression. His gaze is open and friendly. However, the general impression is unmistakable. There's something scary about Bisley. Alright, sorry about that. Shows in a broad smile, bearing his dentures in the world to the world. Like everyone else, I was delivered there in an escorted black car. There are others who arrived at the main entrance, though. He nods at the black-winged woman beside him. Her nose wrinkles in displeasure, but she says nothing. Bopping his head from side to side, as if the time was only he can hear. What? Okay. No, I'm back now. A mustached man in a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds. Badge reads Igor Potten, planner. The blue taps on the window with one finger and gestures you to come take a look. Looks like he doesn't speak English. Using sign language, exaggerated facial expressions, and all your talent as a performer, you manage to connect with the planner. Once he's sure you're watching, Putin points up. Potatin points up at the direction of the Spire station you left a few minutes ago. Built around the aperture of the top of the dome, relics are moved up to it, and capsules with new employees, food, and equipment descend from it. Sketches the outline of the station on a broad, foggy section of the glass. Once he's finished, the blue turns to you, his face shining happily. Asking about the dimensions, blue begins to mark up his diagram with a series of numbers. The station's ring diameter is a bit more than 1,500 meters. Its height is above the dome is 317 meters, and the total height of the spire, including the loading docks, is nearly 720 meters. With confident strokes of fingers, the planner delineates the capsule's movement scheme, drive gears, and massive liquid brakes on the glass. This time, Igor looks quite conic. He pauses, then confidently writes cargo and personnel, block letters, and draws an arrow pointing downward. Beside it, he writes relics and draws an arrow pointing up. You notice one of his R's is oddly turned back to the front because it's Russian. The engineer gestures you to wait a moment, rummages a small sweet out of his pocket and offers it to you. There's a picture of a crayfish on the wrap. Yeah, sure. The sweet is strangely spongy and tooth-achingly sweet. What it has to do with crayfish. Oh, we've got 3 initiative. Oh, nice. A pale and thin young woman is sitting at the window. Game over. Snake! Snake! Wow. A pale and thin young woman is sitting at the window, leaning against the illuminator. The glass is slightly fogged with her breath. She turns to you. Her shiny badge reads, Tomoko Kimura, crystallographer. We crossed the border. No way back now. Even traveling by the funculator wasn't so exciting. Funculier, the city of crystal sand standing at the front of the dome, and the Spire station are connected by a line of the passenger and freight funicular. Specially equipped cabins ply the long line laid directly on the surface of the dome, transporting Cronus Foundation employees and cargo. The white presses small hands to her blushing cheeks. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I'm not Perception 5! Damn it. It started with an article I read about the luminous minerals, changeable crystalline lattices. That's what what's with them here. I have a theory, but I'm not ready to share it yet. She says softly, as if answering a question you didn't ask. Across the border, shoots you a surprised look. Sounds like you missed a few details in the briefing. To put it simply, the dome is a selectively permeable environment. The white draws an invisible hemisphere in the air. Inorganic objects may exit the dome without difficulty, but any living creature dies if transported back to the outside world. That's why we're all stuck here for an indefinite period of time. I gained experience. Considers your words carefully. It's possible. Yes, quite possible. She returns to staring through the window, her mind far away. Tosses her head. I'm supposed to be appointed to the White Swan base here. An ambitious scientific cluster project facilitating experimentation with the forefathers' most advanced technology. At the moment, White Swan is the only research station under the dome and inhabited and operated exclusively by scientists. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up working together one day. You're obviously serious about the sciences. Oh, cool. Alright. It takes 3 AP to talk to people? But it's not costing me any... I don't have an AP counter, so I'm pretty sure that's okay. Dig. I don't have a shovel, ability, cooldown time, or force. Smash a door. You watch through the porthole as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. The clouds seem to pull apart like taffy. You can discern the regular pattern of a settlement in the mists hanging over the northern section. This is the city. It's nowhere near as miraculous as the brochure. Just a few concrete buildings surrounded by sheds. It resembles the bare-bones accommodations of a colony in a sci-fi film. Yet the scale is impressive. In only 5 years, a small civilization has risen from these bleak sands to tackle mankind's greatest project. The blues and oranges did their share of physical labor, but the main credit belongs to the brilliant administrators from the silver. At least that's what you were told during the pre-departure briefing. Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightnings flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies, and you freeze at the window, unable to remove your gaze. Stay and see if you can spot the mysterious forefather structures. Stay at the window and watch the world until landing. I want to make out the buildings below. The outlines of the landing site, blurred and clad in dust, appear to be behind the shutters touching the brake patchers. No salt. This is the end of the Cold War. The world economy now revolves around the dome and the study of its technologies. An effort shared among many nations, both capitalist and socialist. The world can rest easy. There will be no nuclear apocalypse, only collaboration in the interest of all mankind. Quests. Your character is equipped with a handheld computer called Ceres. Ceres stores information about you and other important data around the world. During the game, you perform tasks leading you through the main story, as well as some optional ones, which will reveal different aspects of life under the dome. You can always check the status on the data of Ceres. Can't talk to these people? Now I don't hear music at all. Alright, I'll just turn it up a bit. Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything. A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve. A badge-reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, is hanging limply from his clean uniform, still redolent of wash powder. Look over there! He gestures sweepingly upward and hands you his field binocular. You raise your binocular, you see your eyes. Oh, the storm. 4 times magnified, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light, flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. As he bends close to your ear, fascinating. You want me to force punch him over the side? Hell no! Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message. I don't know. With the glasses raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus. It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord. Not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me to make proper observations. Nice lab coat. Ah, is that what you're talking about? He rose with laughter. Points at the building behind him. I work in Concord Station. Categorizing relics. My job is to relics are objects of forefathers' material culture. Usually comes from a dark and mysterious dungeon. My job is to classify their rarity, and then blues package them up, silvers scribble on the tons of paper, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in. Puts upwards, then the capsule takes the relics way up there. All the way to the spire, and then to Crystal Sands by the Funicular. Cronus auctions them off and turns them into money. I'm ambitious about the whole system. Ambiguous about the whole system, but not about that salary. The salary, get me? City of Crystal Sands. Standing at the foot of the dome and the spire station are connected by a line of passenger and freight funicular. Specially equipped cabins ply along the line laid directly on the surface of the dome. Transporting Cronus. Crystal Sands is the city at the foot of the dome. Yeah. He offers you his binoculars once again. Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But you can look... They can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm is truly... Okay, I need to go. Oh, me scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You better get going or you'll be late for the check-ins. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger. The white mutters in fascination, eyes glued to this... Can I trade stuff with him? Better get to the station. What do you have for... You got nothing. No destroy. No destruction. Whatever these facilities... Whatever these fantasists call the dome, an alien colony ship, a gift to humanity from another world, the remnants of Atlantis, a prison for dark forces, magical laboratory of ancient Egyptians. Personally, I think the definition doesn't matter. What we are going to do with it, that's what matters. My story. The young Blue is concentrating on setting some communication scheme in his Ceres, while strolling around a bunch of wires hanging in the open box. He smells strongly of cheap cigarettes. His shining badge reads Tuyen Yuan, communications engineer. He looks away from his screen, offering you a hand. Hello, can I help you? Ask him what he's doing. Taps on the screen with his finger. I'm trying to calculate the optimal route for telecommunication cables. I have a holy hand grenade. Trying to calculate these are communication cables from the entire dome. Here, on the Concorde, they are united and run up the spire. This thread is the only thing connecting the dome and the civilization outside, and if it gets cut... After the dome was discovered in 1971, and with the beginning of international cooperation on its development, a thaw ensued in the Cold War. The doomsday clock minute hand had been pushed back and now shows 18 minutes before midnight. Got nothing to trade. The engineer looks at you meaningfully. Therefore, my mission is to ensure a stable connection and secure line, which in turn is impossible without proper topology. The way it's done now is a shame. One could go to jail for that back where I'm from. Don't see the point of the complaint. Exactly, it's a shame asking the opinion about the concourse. Say that you've learned everything you want and you bother with you. You won't bother him anymore. Blue shakes his head in sorrow and annoyance. He stretches his collar as if he's strangling. You don't understand. It doesn't take much wits to stuff thousands of wires under the dome. But if something happens, if the spire, for example, is destroyed, the dome will remain isolated from the world for months. It's saving that the people will pay for. That's why capitalist countries should not be trusted with exploring objects like the dome. The idea itself is impressive, but the execution suffered from some failures. It is obvious that the capitalistic system is obsolete and cannot support such grand-scale projects. The understanding, distracted and sloppy. Yeah. Monty, how you doing? Ah, it's you. How do you get inside the dome? How do you like the inside of the dome? We haven't seen here much. First impression is unfortunately not very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new recruits manifest. Can you imagine? Maybe my optimism about this place justified. Still the same shit before. Okay. Can I use this door? Can I lockpick that door? Lockpick it with my bare hands. Oh. The guy caught me. I can't barter with the machine, so I'm gonna walk away. Compact vacuum cleaner. What was that? With removable dust filters. Yes, I got bare hands. Trapping. Oh, can I examine myself? I don't want to examine myself. Examine the vacuum cleaner. Charisma boost and vigorous. Plus 1 initiative. For 15 minutes and charisma boost for 10. Relieved and minus 10 radiation. Oh, that's cool. Okay, can I can trap the chair. Terminals. During the game, you will encounter terminals and computers at various locations. Interacting with computers is almost no different from dialogue with the character. Such terminals may contain useful information or offer different ways to resolve a particular situation. They will sometimes also let you open locked doors. Gain experience for hacking the terminal. After executing your workaround, the system boots in emergency mode, effectively bypassing the block. -5 Blue Wing? Due to data in the terminal, the system displays several tasks for new employees to complete upon arrival. You move on to your past firmware update. And lights up, you insert your Selectron. Lines and lines of data are flying across the screen. The device in your hand suddenly changes color. It's true, after all, that the significant advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Main menu user page. Hello, employee. Mail load. Just you from the terminal to his internal memory. Messages sent to you by various game characters are stored in the messages section of your service. Messages from some employees, computers, also end up here. All new letters in the mailbox tab are moved to the after reading are moved to the archive tab. Okay. Oh. That would go very bad. Login as user, news. Mishmash of symbols fills your screen. Taking a clear look, you realize the characters represent a photo. The image depicts a flaming ball floating above a laboratory workbench. 3 figures standing behind it. Scientists, presumably, cannot make out their faces. Read. The relic. 5 years of the future. Skim through the article, mostly chest thumping. Okay. Menu. Stat. Silverwing, clearance level 1. Menu. Silverwing's admin. Your Silverwing access card provides 2 logins, one for a regular user and the other for your admin account. News. Read the article, which I've already done. Menu. Classified. Query executed flashes. After 2 days, are assigned to those tasks. I have no idea the scope of the event, neither did I. Medical. Overhaul. My fault, Mr. Kinsley. The reports aren't ready yet, but the GP did inform me of something curious. This may not be the first time expedition members have exhibited these symptoms. The ring? Yes, Sarvosky tells it the halo eye. We're still researching the physiological effects, but we do have some preliminary data. I want all employees to undergo a thorough examination. I expect to have that information. Okay. I'll go. Register James. You enter Monty James' data into the system, noticing that the registration form for civils has several extra fields. Apparently, Cronus sees its members as a special cast. Once you double-check your input, you press send with a beep. The system accepts the data, redirects you to the main menu. Log out. There you go, Monty. Add to the database. This is glass back on. Thank you for such an impressive example of cooperation with a stranger. Perhaps the dome really is a special place. Okay. I might have actually... Okay, so my blue wing reputation has dropped. Blues are unhappy that you're hacking public terminals at a Concord station. You would now help... Oh, so I get bonus help. That's cool. Alright, so my inventory... Piece of cloth, handful of earth. Dead candidate. Please accept your sincerest congratulations. Please accept our sincerest congratulations. From this day forward, you're officially part of the Cronus ranks. Oh, did I gain experience for reading stuff? Yeah, apparently I gained experience for reading stuff. That's fucking cool. No, I can't go that way. Let me talk to him. Oh, I can't speak to them now because I've already... Like... Oh! Sick! Hermione says we're bored. Noticing your silver uniform, he offers up his official smile. Welcome to... My name's Dean Raffet. Rayet. It's my job to help our new employees settle in. Please wait a moment or two while I register you. Claps himself on the throat. Almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second. Tape recorder from his desk rewinds the tape at the beginning and presses play. What do you have? Stack of documents. I'll take that. Dear employee, on behalf of Kronos Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayet, welcome you to your new life under the dome. The administrator clears his throat and continues. By joining our company, you chose a path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best. Blah, 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 blah. And the monitor to serve this title. Do your job honestly, obey the law, respect your colleagues, and as you fade, the administrator finishes his speech in silence. And together we will build the best possible future of all mankind. Anyway, now we're done with the official greeting. I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay. Computer screen was made. It seems like you're already in the database. Ah, there's a note confirming you've been registered on another terminal. And a second note that your Selectron has been updated. The administrator clicks a button, apparently scrolling through your account. Nothing here about briefings, though, so I'll bring you up to date. Do you want a short version or a detailed version? Detailed. Firstly, you need a set of combat gear. Talk to Sydney Maynard and he'll give you everything. Secondly, weapons. Miss Margarita is the clerk at the armory. After she dispenses your firearm, you'll need to head to the training ground for a brief weapons handling exam. Looks at you and straightens the third finger. According to the latest regulations, all the employees have to attend a briefing on using their psi abilities. Science, psi energy, and psi abilities become a serious matter of discussions soon after the first experiments with the Forefathers technology. According to the official data, today more than 78.4% of the world's population is confirmed to possess psi abilities of various intensities that allow one to move objects, use and pyrokinetics, and to influence the interlocutor in one way or another. I don't know what that means. Scientists have found that for the presence of abilities, as well as for the ability to apply them or feel their use by others, a special characteristics of the body named psyche is responsible. Did I tell you about the combat and tactical training? The fourth step will be visiting the instructor, Winston Botherby. And lastly, science is an overarching purpose behind everything we do here. Go to Professor Van Olden to learn about how to study relics, avoid anomalies, and catalog scientific knowledge. This training is mandatory for all wings, not just white. Oh, and when you're done with the training, proceed to the boarding area. From there, you'll travel to Magdalen by bus. Okay. Kronos logo. Network connection available. Ah. Okay, can I... Converse a personal terminal for storage. You may even get one. Alright, can I... Is there a button that I can show to use to show interactable objects? Craft Windows J. Pick all. Help screen. Photo mode. I don't really care about photo mode. No. Sydney. Hey, Sydney. Trade. Trade is an important element of Encased. While playing, you will meet characters with whom you can trade either by choosing the related dialogue option or by clicking the corresponding button on the dialogue interface. Barter. Behind the counter, you find a small, neat guy. Gingery hair shines with some kind of gel. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from the end of the counter. Sting puts on the glasses. Seem to age him 5 decades in an instant. The studies the line pages. You're pinned down a particular page. This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me. Before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions. Okay. Fiddles with his hairstyle, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot. Mechanical damage. Type of damage includes gunshot wounds, as well as injuries inflicted by melee weapons or the ones received during hand-to-hand combat. Mechanical damage resistance stat is responsible for ability to withstand the injuries. Spill acid. Biohazard damage. Okay. Get yourself an electrical shock. This damage includes electrical shocks, exposure to charged matter, injuries sustained from energy weapons, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. Psychic psionic damage. Freeze, cryogenic, or thermal. That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, it's hazardous. In hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it. Then you see repair kit boxes piled in the back of the storage. We've got repair kits for this gear. They're Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any big base, of course, but they're not available anytime, so you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill. Inspection is over, now to issue you a uniform. Unfolding the package menu shows you a brand spanking new uniform. The Silver Wing uniform is fit for field conditions, just in case, but something this fine you should treat with care, you see. Silver suit jacket with a coal black shirt and dark trousers. Sydney studies the way the light reflects off the cloth and lovingly soothes the jacket with one hand. There's one figure. One important thing. In accordance with Order 16225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but you can purchase them from me. Please mind that a full set includes a headgear or a mask, upper clothes, trousers, gloves, and boots. Hands you the package. Use uniform and enjoy. Sure, I'll show you what we've got. You know, you're pretty well stocked here in Concord. Take a look. Okay. Okay, I'll be back. There's nothing I can do about that. It's a result of the recent cost optimization order. Okay. Hmm. Biohazard. Helmet. Mask. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go like heavy defense. This is helmet and mask. Light weapons, cryogenic resistance, energy resistance, mechanical resistance, and saved AP. And then biohazard resistance, saved AP. Ooh. I don't know how that works. So you know what? I'm not gonna buy anything right now. I'm gonna wait. Moving. Game world is large and divided into many separate locations, some of which may be temporarily inaccessible. Transitions between locations usually look like doors sealing off a darkened area. Hatches are specifically marked areas if the way is free. Okay. Hey! An engineer in a bright blue jacket is tinkering with the door lock, cursing under his breath nonstop, blowing a curly strand of hair off his forehead and turns to you. You're a newcomer, right? It's a proper open house today. He offers you a hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Benvosky, technician. Ooh. Set of lockpicks. Simple lock. I want that set of lockpicks. There. You newcomer, right? Yep. Continue. Technician slaps the door with one hand. You'll have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum. Just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges. Marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands. Looks like you don't get it. Ton of relics pass through Concord. The base is laid out to make everyone walk a single route, with a top level as separate as possible from the bottom. Get the idea? So he turns back to Lux. On the routine, take a load off, have a coffee, loosen up, watch the storm through the window. You'll be seeing a lot of those out here. Extracts a thin precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you. So there's another way. Do you want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill to in all such situations. Know everything you need to know already. Oh no, I'll learn. Excited. All right, looky here. Oh, I got another. I bought one. Presses his lockpick, and an odd device resembling a hybrid screwdriver can open it in your hand. Using a mechanical lockpick, it's easy peasy, no special skill required. They wear out after a few locks, while the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use, but one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master. Gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock. By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there. Shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all things tools and gadgets. Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on. Blue solemnly raises his index finger. One more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kit. Modus and Supercolor too. They've all got fat contracts with the Cronus. with Cronus. So they care about quality. Looks at the door again. Damned locks. Though it's better to be fixing them than accommodation units. That's where the hell is. You see patiently. Because they're weak. Warp of the heat and the filters aren't worth a damn. These modules are constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Build a city in the desert is also their idea. The project is for the image only. Cronus wishes to show how strong it is. Closed doors and lockpicking. Occasionally, you come across locked containers or doors blocking access to certain rooms or entire sections of your current location. Depending on the type of the lock, mechanical or electrical, you can use a criminal or devices skill to break them. Right-click on the locked door and choose the corresponding option from the pop-up list. Special items such as master keys significantly increase your chances of success, but as a rule, you'll run out of them quickly. In addition, you can break down a door with high muscle or try to open it via a nearby terminal. Hey! Gain the experience. Since these get... Oh my god, that took 50? Shit! I'm okay buying one then. The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, thick woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. Small nameplate reads Margarita Kachenko? The woman smooths her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe. What can I do for you? Her voice is deep and gravelly. What can I do for you? Ask her for a personal weapon. Hearing your request, thumbs the back couple of pages of your log. I see this is your first receiving. She glances at her Cirrus, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. Returns a couple minutes later, carrying something that looks like a toy, more like a toy than a weapon. The weapon seems weightless as she spins it around in one finger. I ain't telling you shit about this thing, because that's exactly how much I know. Laser schmazer. Cadmium battery, fiberglass body, blah blah blah. You probably know more about it than I do. Here. Say you're no good with energy weapons and need something else. Set the firearm carefully with the barrel aimed downward like you were trained. Take the weapon in one hand, point it at you and declare, "This is my turf now." Carefully. Drags her pipe and releases a puff of thick yellow smoke. I see you know the rules and will cause no problem. Weapons drawbacks. Kidding me? I'm a different breed. One that doesn't understand toy guns. What if it turns out to be radioactive? Sorry, can't help you out with this one. Oh. Fuck it. If it breaks, bring it back and I'll exchange it for another one. There was a little rag in the box it came with for cleaning the lenses. That's all I know. The armor shrugs indifferently, puffing her pipe. It's the least I could do. We have a prescription from the Silvers for free. You receive only... Want something proper stuff? Seek the weaponry shop. Oh, what? I only get rubbish? Fuck. Wait a minute. Sign your name here in the meanwhile. Reaches under the counter, proceeds to a set of ammunition. A new set of ammo is to be issued for every task, but with so much bureaucracy, you'll be pissed off. Expenditure report, form number 13, utilization form. The silver is running true to form. So if you need more ammo, I recommend you either search or barter it. Or learn how to craft it on your own. These useful... Ooh. Now the black points somewhere off to one side. Now it's time for your training. Brother B is already waiting for you by the big gate. It's a little crazy, but good man nonetheless. For the training grounds, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful with him, though. Don't let him pinch you a line. Psychic my ass. It's this guy here. Okay, so now I've got a gun. The Andromeda EP Energy Pistol. Worth 500 combons. Modifiers high-tech weapons plus 15. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some food. Dinner's ready. So we'll finish up the tutorial area when I get back. And I'll see you guys in just a second. He tends to suck. Oh, thanks, Doctor.
Behind you.
The objective is now active.
Oh, come on! I needed that! Someone fucking picked it up before me! Hope you all die. No, you don't. Oh, come on! I cast it on the shit that's up there. The tapestry. Oh, there's a fucking spider! Oh my god! Inappropriate. Well, you kind of ruined my idea, but that's fine. I was thinking doing one of those, like sitting in a nice chair and having a nice glass of scotch, a cigar in one hand. Like, it doesn't matter the fact that I'm naked. It can be amusingly inappropriate. But it'll even find it amusing. Okay, so what you're saying is what I need to do is record it in two separate audio, record it so that you can cut the audio out from the video if that's important. That's fair. You see that? I was aiming at the guy, the tank, and someone jumped in front of me and it fell. Fine. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back and I'll check. Because I'm fairly certain that I can download it. Maybe I can download it. So if you do the effort to clip it, I'll download it and render it into MP4. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sparkles. Hide right inside that door. Rishi. Come on out. More, and then I'm on my last life. If I perma-die, I'm calling it a day. I'm not gonna get back up to here. It's taken me... Catman. I play Fortnite on PC and PS4, but mainly PC. No. I'm switching over to Persona. I'm not going anywhere. I should have said that. I'm not changing games. I'm switching to Persona. Okay? Don't worry, don't forget. I'll still be here. Ben, no.
Let's get down to work. You got this.
Can I do that one? Yeah, I can hit 2 of them.
Ow! Buttlord's not taking any shit. It's chaos time.
Ow.
I hope the master
Wow,
saw
that's a
that.
lot of damage.
Damn.
No, you don't get a turn. Don't explode, don't explode. I've got so much HP. Holy shit, these guys aren't even hurting me. I'm a tank with a flamethrower. Yes. Come at me, bros. I'm just doing blanket destruction here. Oh no, it was a game before. We were trickling in one at a time after that. We didn't have enough time to regroup. It was going to be game anyway. Nothing we could do about it. Hey! Alright, I'm back. Gonna go in, talk to the psychic. Get an eval. A lean silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you. As you approach, he flashes a tricky grin and slowly raises an outspread hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, loose toothpicks, and little bits of trash float up off the table and hang in the air. The silvery badge reading Andre Mihai, Psi Instructor, floats up as well. You thrust your hand forward, your fingers emit weak, barely visible sparks of energy. Pencils, paper clips, toothpicks, and pistachio shells dance chaotically in the air. Not bad, not bad. It shows you thumbs up. The objects drop loudly on the table. For the briefing, give me your hand. He demands before you can answer. He grabs your hand in his strong brown fingers. Props up his elbow on the table. Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with high psych to study psionics. Give me your hand. Not waiting for the answer, he grabs your hand with his strong, dark fingers. Ooh. Jerks his hand back from yours the very moment, touches you again, carefully and distrustfully. Wow, you know you've got an unmeasurable talent. Sly old dog, you. Aiming at my office. I know. Quite a power you've got, that's true. Takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you. Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an oh mama hold me tight glove. Takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew concentrates it. Bends his fingers. Learn psionics, put on a glove, transform energy into its necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple. Now come on with your questions. In reply, he jumps from his chair and rests his face close to yours, exhaling fire cigarette smoke. Quickly, think of a number. Unexpected question calls a bunch of different questions to mind, but you can't seem to decide on one. 3, 14, 13, 76. He easily names every number you've got in your mind. Psionics, it is a gift for us all. Forefathers got off, and they're gone. Only the dome remains. In this, the psionics. He rocks back in the armchair and puffing a cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table, hovering around his head in a kind of halo. The scientists say people have a mental characteristic known as the psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it. Your psyche is big. You've got talents. The psyche is small, no talents. You'll be using lighter for cigar your whole life. And I said, no. Okay, he's done. Oh. Can't trap it? Leticia Riveras. This young woman's polished bad reads Leticia Riveras. She's carrying a stack of glossy leaflets under her arm. Poundstone, welcome to the Dome, colleague. I have useful information on our Wings employees. Silver smiles broadly. My name is Leticia Riveras. Give me 5 minutes of your precious time, and I will tell you about the remarkable career and breathtaking perspectives awaiting you under the Dome. Do not refuse, it's important. Oh, I lost Silver Wing rep there. I'll take the damn leaflet. Ugh. I already had one. The desk is a bit different from the others on this floor. It's covered with a thick layer of cellular glass treated with phosphor. Every point of the surface emits a weak yellow light, some of them glowing brighter, some dimmer. The workbench is a huge built-in digital display, rows of glowing points from a detailed map of the area under the dome. In the north are first autonomous living and research bunkers under the dome, and in a couple years you'll find a real city in this location. No, the city with the capital C. This will be an ultra-modern light of civilization, a utopia to which every city on Earth will aspire. West, which is mostly Milky Way patches of salt marsh. In the west of the dome, you'll find our sprawling recreational area, spas, bars, massage parlors, casinos, romantic resorts, already available and watching for every employee. The eastern part of the dome is a business center. This is where the action is. Literally, look at the grids of glistening rooftops. The center part is Concord. First and still most important complex of the dome station is the artillery for all communications. This young, dark-haired female guard's face bears a canny and little bit self-centered expression. The silvery badge on the black winger's chest says, Bertha Hartman, Guard. She nods to you. Hello, hello, listen, do me a favor, please. What's the favor? Keep an eye on Thorsten. I've got to leave for a couple of minutes. Please? She drawls in a childish tone, her hands clasped as if in prayer. Sure. Thurston is standing leaning reflexively on the wall. Looks like he's having a rest, taking advantage of his guard's absence. A shiv. No shit. Ask what he's doing. Bertha's buggered off, so I'm having a break. Smiles out of the corner of his mouth. Taking advantage of Bertha's absence, Thornton bends down to you. She threw dust in her eyes with the advertising. It's all different from what they threw dust in her eyes. It's all different from what they're saying. I don't like it here. I don't like it at all. Lord's voice. The search at every given opportunity. Fines, lockup. There were good folks here, but they sent them to work in the labs. I can't even get in touch with them. They didn't want to go, but program terms say one can't refuse. And they assigned Bertha to me. She seems nice, but in fact, she isn't. The laborer looks around as if fearing the black hiding somewhere close. The administration invented all kinds of damned papers. Socialization tests, conversation books. And Bertha gives me penalty points at the slightest pretext. You know, if I could go back in time, I would fucking never go into the dome. What advice could I give? Well, while Bertha isn't listening, I'll tell you warts and all. There surely was a good intention to all this. I still believe that we had a chance to get along, all of us, if this place wasn't the way it is. Something's happening. I have a gut feeling for sure for such things. We're on the edge of something very, very frightening. Too much digging, too much shovel swinging. Soon something's gonna happen. It'll become much worse than it is now. Goes back to his work. Want a piece of advice, yeah? Find a friend you're gonna hold on to when everything goes to hell. You tend to leave, but Thorsten snatches you sleep. Before you go, he clutches your sleeve. I used to be an electrician once. I want to pass all this stupid tests. They say one can be moved to the blues. You're a silver winger? You're more familiar with the system. What do you think? Is it worth a try? Someone's got to try. The sly smile never leaves Bertha's face. Got questions? Ask if you wish. Of course. You're on barbiturates. Those are vitamins. Look like barbiturates. Was moving properly, manicured fingers. Oh, there's no secret. Just humanly attitude with no violence. A lot of fighting. Crumbles the orange in a low voice, tinkling with the wires. Pokes his side with a small fist. If you go on yapping, there'll be even more. Oh wow. I don't like her. Entirely different when yeah, entirely different when she's there. What's my reputation like now? Slivers aren't happy that you're demoralizing employees of the corporate propagandist apartment. At least they're honest about it. At least they're honest as propaganda. Winston, middle-aged, black, sitting behind the counter with his hand on his lap. The buttons and zippers in his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Brotherly, instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts your eyes to look at. Franz, as you approach, your first act is to be late for briefing. Are you going to be late for your funeral as well? Black eyes you. Yes, I see. You came here with your weapon, fully prepared to disappoint me. Are you prepared? You are prepared, aren't you, employee? I am prepared. Behind this door lays a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course. The conditions on the training grounds closely simulate what one would see in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. Try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting. Pulling a notepad from his pocket that jots down your name, your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary and try not to burst into tears. That's all. So yes, sir. Whatever. I'm gonna go this way. Talk to Nelson. Impressive man, his long gray hair in a French twist, smokes a cigarette, dropping ash on his boots from time to time. His headphones hanging on his neck produce some metal music. He bears a dull badge on his chest reading Nelson Cunningham. Bureau manager. Hi, feeling good, eh? It's a professional interest. Ask him what he's doing here. Cunningham approaches one of the containers and pats it with his hand tenderly. Preparing this guy's here for cremation, waiting for the meat wagon. I'm here kind of to watch everything goes right. He sticks out his chest proudly. Bakshish? What a thing to say. Bakshish. These are coffins. Oh. Salting him deeply. Approaches one of the containers. These are the best coffins I've ever seen. A window to look at. Here, a window to look at the dead. Wanna open? Wanna close it? Here's a latch to stop the lid from falling. Alright, technology. Swings open one of the coffins. Fortunately, this one is empty. Soft, comfortable. It's soundproof. I can sleep in it alright. Want to try? Agreed. Lie in the coffins. Refuse, asking him to lie down there himself. No, I'll lie down, sure. Let's you approach the coffins. Okay, lie down. Just don't touch the latches. They get stuck sometimes. Lie down in the coffin like Snow White from the Queen asked for an apple. Told you I'm gonna go fetch me a coffee. Don't fall asleep. I'll cover you from prying eyes of the guard. Inside the coffin, you lie still for a while, listening to the complete silence. Nelson was right. Sleeping here, comfortable. Though, see why coffin's soundproof. Push the lid, but it doesn't move. You remembered. The coffin was cool. You heard some metal sound. I'm gonna die in a coffin. That was quick. That's just Blue was talking about. Search the coffin hastily, trying to find an access to the latches outside. Unfortunately, but no one comes. The coffin is soundproof after all, which means that not only do you not hear the people outside, they don't hear you either. Suddenly you feel the coffin raised and almost immediately placed on something solid. Judging by the light vibration bumps, you transport it somewhere. Soon the bumps stop, and you feel the coffin being shifted again. You sense that a square spot of crimson light is glowing ever stronger before your eyes. This is a metal screen covering the window of the coffin. Oh! Wow! Wow! That was quick! I was not expecting there to be a death trap right away. Oh, wow. I am far back. It's F5 and what's the quick load? Quick load is 9. Alright. I'm gonna have to start saving regularly. Okay. I'm skipping through as much of this as I can. There we go. I'm going to constantly save, by the way. Move, move, move. There we go. Can I open this door? Oh, I'm not permitted in there. I gotta keep saving because if I fuck it up again and I die... Who... Okay. I was not... Okay, you know what? It's wrong. I should have known better. I did not expect them to put in an instant death mechanic so early. Ugh. I'm just trying to hurry through as much of this as possible. To get back where we were. Thank you for the feedback. Looking at this leaflet. No, I'll take the leaflet. I could have told her to fuck off, though. I do like that. I could have just straight up told her to fuck off. Mm-mm. Okay, I just, again, getting back to where I was. I'm not going to bother with this yet because I'm going to come back here anyway. I'm going to go back here and grab the items first. Lucky! Oh, I didn't even look at that. There's coffins, literally. Uh... Wash you sometimes, close the lid and go to sleep. Trust the lid, wait for him to climb out. Waiting, the lid swings open with a powerful blow and rises from the coffin, roaring his arms outstretched. Soldier. I wonder if I can have him lay in the coffin. Lock the metal latch on the lid of the coffin, but his voice is almost indistinguishable. Lock the latches, laugh, and leave. You stand aside waiting to see what will happen next. Soon a truck arrives and several oranges drag the coffins into the bed. The truck leaves. Oh, no, 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 I've never lived that. No, 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 I just want to see what would happen! That's why I quick saved it. Badge on the chest, black, then, are we going? Gate 1 is restricted area, come get out of here. Alright. I'm here for my training. Say I'm prepared. Yep. Continue. Or yes, sir. Preparing for combat. Before entering combat, make sure you're prepared. Check your health and that your companions move your weapons from inventory. Load my gun. If necessary, prepare the medicine to counter health damage. Consider the sequence of your actions and your direction of attack, or, well, just make a bloody mess. Sherman system. Alpha Squad enters the battle. Turn-based combat. Encased has a turn-based combat system. The sequence of moves of your opponent's allies and yourself is determined by initiative. The battlefield itself is divided into cells. Movement across which requires action points, which are also spent on other combat actions such as attacking and the use of abilities. If after completing all your desired actions you still have remaining action points, you can spend them on upgrading your defense class by clicking on the cover button. Or you can complete the current round and save them for the next one. Okay. It's in close range. Side shock. Powerful mind attack using ability increases your fatigue. Okay. The environment in battle. Combat does not take place in an empty field. Keep an eye out for interactive objects. May be used to your advantage. Traps, puddles of toxic liquid, a fire, or a barrel of fuel beginning to be blown the hell up with a well-aimed shot. Any of these can give you an advantage or conversely complicate your life. So, out of range. Oh, I missed. Ow. blew it up! Huh. You made it through the training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your complete unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee. A gun brush. Simply, I'm just removing carbon from gun barrels. Okay. Sebastian. You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the light of a dozen lamps. He seems to hover above the laboratory floor. The man turns on at your footsteps. He's holding a paper tablet and a pencil. His shimmering silvery badge reads Sebastian Van Olden. Glances from you to the glittering watch at his wrist. I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you. His unusual greeting finished, he offers you a thin hand. Greet him as here for the briefing. Skip the greeting, tell him your train as quickly as possible. Yeah. His tablet aside, raises his watch to his face and sets the timer. Shows you his watch so that you can see the dial piece. According to the briefing regulations, I have to touch a large number of topics. Therefore, I'm going to do it very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, you may ask your questions within the entitlement, of course. Handheld from his pocket, and click some buttons on it. I've enabled a scanner in your Cirrus to connected it to the Minerva system database. Each scan will bring you Cronus or Forefathers knowledge points. Watch you with displeasure. Are you listening? Scan everything you can that can be of scientific importance. Interest, first of all, anomalies. They can be dangerous. Make sure to have medication with you. Puts a canvas pouch in your hand. This pouch is full of screws. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a screw into it. It's simple, but safe. Pushes a button on his stopwatch. So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you may ask? What the Minerva database is. Great, you're ignorant of the basic things. Minerva is a mainframe located at Magellan Base. Will be sent soon, by the way. The Minerva disk storage is store the database containing all the information about the dome and the company employees. It's thanks to the scanning that the base is consistently updated. Are you here for the second part of the briefing, or are you have more questions? Don't, even the basics. What did you come under the dome for, actually? You get knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive Forefather points, while scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Cronus knowledge points. You can exchange knowledge points for medications and equipment as part of the supporting self-performed research program. Are you ready for the next part? How to scan objects. I will demonstrate this only once. You switch on the scanner, press the button on the right side of the manipulator housing. Scanning beam is narrow. It's intended to focus on one object at a time. My advice is to scan anything that might be of scientific or statistical interest. Relics, Forefathers objects, automatic doors, vehicles, vending machines, employee corpses. Turns the screen so you can see it. The scanner automatically transmits data to the Minerva system, and you receive knowledge points. Do you have any questions, or you can proceed to the practical part of our briefing? You will need the stimulant one-use injectors, bandages to stop the bleeding, anti-radiation agents, and radio protectors, including ARAD-3. According to the rules, you should have this medicine. I'll give it to you as soon as we proceed to the practical part of the briefing. Are you ready, anyway? Anomalies. Don't you think it's a stupid question? Try to scan everything you can see on your way. Relics, anomalies, mechanisms, equipment, employees, alive or dead, local fauna, and relic irradiation. Exactly. How exactly discharge? Why do I have to give you the basic things sugarcoated? Take a screw, throw it in the anomaly, and it goes off. Any other questions? He's getting annoyed. Questions. Next step is training the artificial or eco zone. You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the eco zone. Are the same conditions you'll be working in. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common in the dome. Use your RAD 3. And one more thing. One moment. Where are you going? Oh, and she cries now. Oh. Where's my scanner? Oh, I am now in a fight with literally everyone else in the building. That's why you quick save. Oh, I didn't think that would happen. Decontamination. You haven't completed scanning anything yet. Finish the first task. What's the first task? You now possess the scanning ability. To perform a scanning, select the ability in the panel, then click the object that you want to scan. For each successful scan, you gain knowledge points, and the information obtained is... Okay. The world under the dome is full of strange, dangerous phenomena called anomalies. Anomalies can be harmful to human beings approaching or passing through them. Some are visible to the naked eye, while others may initially be invisible. Use the bolt throw ability to target possible anomalies, and this will help you plan a safe path and temporarily defuse the anomaly. what's my rads at? Let me check that. Radiation. Wait a minute. Wait. What was that about being a mutant? Gold ionizing radiation caused by the decay of unstable isotopes, invisible and deadly. Won't turn you into a mutant. Your finishing time is within the acceptable range. Click stopwatch button, fixing the result time. Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. In your opinion, why did they appear? Don't give a fig about the reasons. White Wing is putting a high-value asset, a manager, in danger. Truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomena. Either we actually know nothing, or no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise. Personally believe the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless. There are different anomalies in the desert, phenomena that toy with human mind. Holds his hands behind his back. I know that you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. The scientists today are required to be some wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand, and solve the secrets of the universe at dinner. For some reason, nobody wishes to understand that the fundamental science is always an investment into the future. It produces no answers here and now. If something terrible happens under the dome one day, I'm sure it will be science. I'm sure it will. Science will protect no one. That's all. Off you go. Okay, so where do I go? Adolf Schmitz. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I go this way. A slovenly bald man with a dull, blue-eyed look and 3 days of stubble is sitting behind a table covered with papers. As you walk by, he pokes you in the elbow with a pointy finger, causing you to stop. Silver smiles, revealing crooked yellow teeth. Hey, buddy. The name's Milo Randall. Chat with me for a couple of minutes. I guarantee it'll change your life. Stop and hear him out. Here's closely, still with the unnatural smile. Are you happy with your salary? Have you ever wanted more? Eyes with a shiny side. I've got an offer for you, my friend. Are you ready? Well, are you? Of course you are. You said yes, right? Throws up his hands and papers fly in all directions. While dragging a sheet from flow diagram. Okay, you're ready. Let's say there's a certain product, product X. The value of this product never drops. It always goes up. All you have to do is find a buyer who's ready to pay for product X. Okay, so you see, buddy, product X, you sell it at a profit. They sell it to their buyers at a profit. Those buyers sell it at a profit, and the cycle just goes on and on. Most important thing is that everyone in that cycle gets to keep their profits. Join up and start making money. What? Here's the diagram. Now I'll answer all your questions about Project X so you can buy your membership dues and join my system. It's a pyramid scheme. Ask him about Product X. Illiquid relics. Perfect product. Nobody knows how much they're actually worth, but every person in the chain can sell them at a higher price. That's why everyone in my system is guaranteed to make money. That's a good question. My policy is keeping business processes most accountable. Not commonly known, but Cronus allows his employees to buy illiquid relics for low prices. You buy it, you sell it. The profit is yours. Shark eyes. Like every business, I produce my know-how into the logistics and the supply system. Part of the X goods comes from me, the diggers working on Cronus classified projects. Absolutely legal. For me, I am a silver. Stay in the system as long as you make sales. No sales, see you later. We don't need ballast. And we don't need lazy salesmen either. See, I've thought it all through. I'm telling you, every member of this system is guaranteed to make money. Kidding, I'm the one who comes up with this system. No way, you should join mine. You know, as you easily convince Randall he would be better off joining your system so he can discover new virtually limitless markets and we should sell product X. Remember I promised, Milo gulps and gives you money wistfully. Yes, you're right, my friend. It's a brilliant idea. So, who will I be? An iron level Concord distributor with demands and oak leaf clusters? Sounds good. What about my system? We can make each other rich. Leaf. So he joined. What the hell? Oh. No, I'm not paying you. Fuck off. So he sells me on this. He attempts to sell me on this get rich quick scheme, basically. And then I turn around and be like, "No, you're gonna join my system. You're gonna join my system. My get rich quick system." Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, how's it going, Darian? Boy, he bearing a badge reading Darian Niles, security. Bolts up right as you approach. But you notice him studying you furtively. Forgive me my curiosity. What is your clearance level, please? I see you're new here. I'll explain. The Silver Wing has its own internal hierarchy. The principal officers have unlimited access to any zone, even the most classified objects. Ironically, though, most of them are located in crystal sands around the spire. Oh, I gained exploration experience. Regen and hit points. Ooh, so I leveled up. I have 19 skill points? Oh, I can distribute my skill points now because I leveled up. Awesome. And I have a perk point. Level 3. They're all like level 3 minimum, by the looks of it. Why is this in the green? So if this gun is a high-tech weapon, not a light weapon? Okay. Hmm. There we go. Now I can have 2 party members. I'm going to hold off spending skill points right now. I don't know where I want to put them. I'm kind of wanting to put them in speech. There we go. Adolf Schmidt. Tall blonde man with his 40s touches the brim of his black cap automatically, then extends his hand for a shake. His fingers are stone hard. He draws his hand as soon as you touch it. George has reached Adolf Schmidt's head of security. Wipes off a bit of lint from off your shoulder and suggests your color overalls. Uniform could use a wash. Too bad. I'm Adolf Schmitz, head of the security service. You were to be sent to Magellan, but the situation has changed. I've got an urgent order for you. Your help is needed at the nearby object. Mr. Kinsley is waiting right now to give you your assignment. He'll tell you everything himself. Glancing toward your boots, he shakes his head morosely. Another silver, you say? That's strange. There weren't any other Silverwing personnel in the new arrival manifest. Must be some documentation problem. Alright. So I have to go there, basically. Your selection has been suspended. You said you would finish your business and proceed to the guard room. Mr. Kinsley is waiting for you right now to speak with you. Oh! So I can't actually go that way to even talk to these people. Igor. But they're my team. Fine. Saved. Giant display glows unwelcomely as you approach. A red light comes on under the screen's steel hood. The camera is switched on. A gray old man with high cheekbones appears and squints out at you from the screen. Do you copy? Leans close to the camera, his glass glinting. My name is Martin Kingsley. I'm Chief Officer of Magellan Base. I would have liked to meet you in person, but some unforeseen circumstances occurred. One moment, I'll grab your file. Inside the screen, it brings in a thin folder with your name on the cover into view. Apparently your file. The folder at the pages. He marks one of the pages with a pencil. Silverwing, colleague. It's crucial for me to know my manager, so I'm asking you point blank. Why did you choose a career in our division? Very having your power over people, and you're interested in complex projects and challenging tasks. Explain that is a matter of ambition. I like complex projects and challenging tasks. Alright, I put that down. Hey, Karlowski. This is called Encased. It's inspired by like the old school Fallout games and Divinity. Well, thank you for your reply. I learned a little more about you, but now I want you to learn a little more about us. Keep in mind this is it's not a rehearsed speech. When the dome was discovered in 1971, it became a scientific and media sensation. A worldwide phenomenon, and likely the most significant discovery in the history of mankind. I see you were enticed here by radio advertising, TV, movies, and interviews, billboards at every turn. Cronus wants the world to see the dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. But now, you're actually here, I want you to see the real picture. Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the dump. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing now is defusing the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. If we work together and everyone does his part. I say, do what must be done, because that's what the concept of the 5 wings is all about. You're a silver wing now. Special requirements are imposed upon you. You must direct others whilst having no real power. You must provide an illusion of might and well-being, and be honest and wise enough to reconcile your actions with your conscience. No matter that one clashes directly with the other. Pull her aside, he sits back and stares at you in silence. It's now so quiet that the ticking of a clock can be heard through the speakers. You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I prefer to talk about real-world problems. Glad to meet you. I apologize once again for this long-distance meeting. Now, as we don't have much time, I'd like to get to the point. I'm sure you're curious about why you're taking off the bus to Magellan and brought here instead. I'm going to throw you a short video. Please pay attention. Okay. Breezes. I have an urgent mission for an employee with your background and qualification. I'd have someone from Magellan, but I'm short on personnel, which makes me involve novices. I apologize once again for the hurry, but it seems I have no choice. Martin noisily clears his throat. Maybe you've heard about Nashville Base. While preparing the materials for this mission, I came across a short documentary film about the complex. I think you should watch it. They look like purple, gray, black spots flickering into the screen. A blurred title, Cronus Archive. Shattering plane flies across a faded yellow desert. Cheery voice fills your everyday. Our researchers uncover more and more of the dome's secrets. There's no doubt the underground structures, officially known as objects, are organized according to some pattern. Though early on, the importance of the relics of the human science is considered insignificant. Desert dims your black chalkboard. White lines drawn by invisible hand begin to form a schematic of the dome. By 1972, however, many important discoveries had come to light in a period of only a few months, and the construction of stationary research bases adjacent to the more promising objects began. Personnel moved into Ankara in the May of 1972, and within half a year, Boston and Dessau were brought into service, though the biggest discovery was yet to come. The picture changes to a chasm suffused with electric light, bustling about everywhere. This is in November 1970, a massive network of underground caves and the structure of hitherto unseen complexity excavating sector C-12. Soon afterwards, the construction of C-12 Nashville began. Flies through the dim caverns as the silhouettes of bizarre mechanisms loom up from the dark, and arrives at a massive dig site crowded with earth-moving machines, tired miners in orange overalls. C-12 Nashville is an innovative research complex located atop the primary relic mining location. The complexity of this object is unique. Communications. The film abruptly cuts off and Kingsley's face reappears. The rest of this information is classified. Hopefully you get the main idea. Nashville is a very special place, requiring people with both special qualifications and special clearance level. So yours will do for the task. I need to know why it's so special. The information classified, what exactly isn't clear. Alright, what's my task? The task, Nashville has stopped transmitting yesterday evening. Reconnaissance group was sent out earlier today, but we haven't heard anything from them yet either. Normally, I would never give this task to a novice like yourself, but I just don't have enough people. Furthermore, the group was lacking someone with your specialization. I thought the mission would be quite straightforward and didn't send any administrative personnel. Now I suspect Nashville's situation may be more complicated. Your task is to get to Nashville, figure out whatever behind the communication, get in touch with your group, and work with them to solve the problem. Turns to go, you go downstairs. The truck must be waiting for you in storage. This task is urgent, but a small delay is acceptable if there's anything you need to settle here first. Okay. No questions. What am I to do next? The stairs to the guard room lead to storage parking. Look for an orange tractor truck. Claire Morgan. She'll tell you, take you to the object. Okay. But then I want to talk to these guys. I should never have gone to talk to him first. Prepare yourself to leave the base's defensive perimeter and venture into the outside world of the dome. You must rely solely on yourself and your companions. Check your gear one last time and go to the orange truck waiting for you in the garage. Continue your journey to the Nashville facility. Later in the game, you'll be able to acquire your own vehicles, which will act as your mobile base of operations and give you unprecedented freedom of movement. Oh, that's cool! Gate 3, engine scrubbed off. A young woman is sitting behind the wheel, her legs dangling to one side. I'm Claire Morgan. Right, what's your name? How do you feel? It's a miracle of the land, a lot of rare relics coming out of the Nashville recently. No. Alright, I guess I can't go anywhere then. Alright, let's go, Claire. Clara. Climb into the cabin and plunk yourself down onto this passenger seat. The tractor is bigger than on the inside than it looked. The wooden rosary is hanging from the driver's mirror. The radio murmurs quietly. Here we go, then. We should go now. The roads are bad. Very little asphalt. Dirt tracks mostly. God willing, we'll get there before the storm hits. Before the shitstorm hits. Mind if I turn the radio up a bit? Do you like music? Blues? Gospel? I, for instance, like... Can't make it exactly what Clara likes. The roar of the engine smothers the rest of her sentence, but the truck lurches in motion. By 1973, the northern and eastern parts of the dome were covered by a developed network of roads along with related infrastructure. Cafes, motels, and of course gas stations. Today there are a little more than a dozen gas stations, but the Kronos management expects to bring their number to 50 by 1975. You don't make it to Nashville. At a low, saddle-shaped mountain pass, the engine overheats and rapidly loses power. The truck coasts to a stop. Claire opens the hood and steps back from the steaming radiator. The engine's boiling. We'll have to wait. Do you know what it is when the engine's boiling? Do you know what it is when the engine's boiling? It's like... Shuts her mouth abruptly and anxiously stares at the dark funnel cloud dancing on the horizon. Looking from the higher ground, it's clear that the storm has hit a fairly large part of the road. It'd be difficult to pass through it. Looks at the engine again. I will fix it, but it would be better for us to find some protection against this anomaly. Otherwise, we will not go far. Ask around at the gas station while I'm working on it and see if they know anything. This place is registered as a resource anomaly zone. So you know what that is? Do you know what that is? It's when the relics mined here are more studied and deemed useful. They dampen anomaly fields, even very strong ones. Also found in other parts of the dome. They're known as bronze apples or aluminum apples. I don't remember, but something like that. There've been more and more of these lately, and they're getting stronger. I personally think it's divine judgment for how we've squandered the riches under the dome. I know people who got caught in one of those storms. They blow up so fast. There's no chance to get away. God rest their souls. It's a combination of cafe, gas station, called Roadside Picnic. Never been there myself, but there's something off about it. There are several anomalies around there, and weird relics. Supposedly, machines and structures decay much faster than they should in that area, but maybe that's just a story. Alright, it's agreed upon. I'll get to try to cool it down in the meantime. Okay? As in one hand, she values the black twister above the horizon. If we had proper roads, we natural in time. Strange storm. Nevertheless, it's moving really fast. I've never seen anything like this. Oh, I need an actual black brass apple relic. About my mission. Dreadfully sorry, Kingsley told me to take you to the team. Signal was lost. Now she ended up on the dome. I didn't like my life. I felt like he was testing my faith. I was angry with him and wished he would show me a miracle. One day I suddenly realized the Lord had already shown me a real miracle. My false pride made me think the miracle should be private, all for me, but it was for everyone. You see? Yes, you do. With all the witnesses to the great miracle the Lord has given us. Okay. I want the lockpicking. Or, sorry, pickpocketing. You need to survive in the harsh world under the dome pushes many to crime. Using the pickpocket ability, you may quietly relieve characters of their property in pursuit of your own enrichment, but be careful not to get caught. Local law enforcement will not look kindly on thieves. Oh, radiation here. Rust-eaten radioactive sign hazard sign. Whoa. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of rads. I got rad sickness. Trap discovers scavenger trap? Oh, I got hit by the trap. That's what it was. Damn it. Alright, I need to... What is the ability that lets me remove traps? I need contraption level 15. So let's get contraption 15. Disarming. Oh. These are anomalies. Interesting. Can I not, like, disarm this? I need to heal. I need meds. Where are my meds? Oh, I can scan that, can't I? Anything down here? Oh, there's this. I could have come down here. You gotta be careful around those. Ooh. Cook stuff. Sparkling slightly with a ray of light looks as if there was sprinkled with glass dust. But look more closely. Thousands of meters light hovering just above the surface. Scan the shimmering stone. Picture 2 sparkles with flickering pinpoints, as if these particles are stuck to the purple gloves and the white skull max, glittering like a snowdrift on a sunny day. That's back from your offer of a handshake. I wouldn't do that if I were you. The properties of this substance haven't been studied at all, and your suit's defense is insufficient. I appreciate your readiness to give your life for science, but it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Ask what he's doing here near the swamp. I'm from the Magellan Station. 2 weeks ago, the management sent me to conduct a field studies of my hypothesis, which is the microlux is an indicator of the presence of Mobiuses. They either generate microflux or in symbiosis with it. And now, I'm here to confirm or refute the hypothesis. I see that the behavior of the microflux particles has changed. Fortunately, I can't know if this is due to the presence of a Mobius or not. We have to consider the dome as a passive environment that doesn't react to our intrusion. This is faulty, unnuanced approach. It would be more correct to say the dome is studying us even as we study it. As we remove relics and integrate them into our lives, or develop new technology from what we've learned, the dome consumes what we've brought with us, cars, equipment, and sometimes even employees. Which is, people who come with the first expeditions will tell you the dome has changed. It's a whole new ecosystem now. Have you heard of the afflicted? They're employees who have been heavily exposed to the relic to a relic effect. Biologists will tell you special niche in the food chain for these afflicted. Looks like a dome transforms the resources it gets into a useful form. The Mobius is an example of how the dome transforms our equipment. Research drones, cars, diesel generators, these things regularly vanish, but not without a trace. They come back as biomechanical guards. Actually, Mobius stands for Mobile Biomechanical Sentinel. They have their own hierarchy, their own behavioral patterns, their own habitats. They also almost always incorporate an embedded rock formation. It's a mimicry mechanism to blend in with their surroundings. You understand, we've already classified several different types. You need Mobius and Microflux. The white is watching you close, trying to determine if you found it something interesting. You said this phenomenon a few years ago. We call these particulates microflux, and they're small gas bubbles in a liquid shell. Non-toxic, slightly lighter in the air than air, considering non-hazardous. The glow they emit is variable and self-generating. Hovers around it, forming a radiant ball. Behind the mask's eyes twinkle with the light. But, I mean, are all Cronus 30s thieves and bureaucrats? I don't really give a hoot since they let us do the business here. Since the critics hide behind empty words. Oh, there's going to, You say they don't respond? Nashville. Of course. I know. Listen, you're damn lucky. Nashville's a real treasure trove. It's a huge excavation topped by a 3-level structure. An impressive place. I'll want to hear what you think when you get back, provided you survive, I mean. Just a joke. Nothing will happen to you or to us. Unless the end of the world and rockets are crashing down on us. That's a joke too. Theodore! Okay, I think that's the, like, getting caught. I can steal up to... Nope. Target is immune. Oh, it's there. So I can steal. I can pickpocket up to the value of what I have capable. Oh, I can craft stuff. Ball bat with nails. I can use broken scissors to make lockpicks. I got a shovel. So I can dig now. There is so much stuff! Okay. Ooh. Some little shock anomalies back here. Ow. Hey, Travis. Man in dirty blue jumpsuit is sitting on the bench at the gas station. He's holding a cotton pad to rock balance on his knees. The blue moistens the cotton pad with alcohol and runs it over the stone. Then he squeezes the essence into a metal jar. The jar emits a golden light. The hand of the cotton pad freezes in mid-wipe. The blue looks up at you. Batteries Travis explosive ordnance disposal. Are you going in the gas station? I wouldn't recommend it. Blue squeezes the pad and puts it aside. You can't see a little nervous. Ask him what's wrong with the gas station. It's like this. There are all kinds of anomalies, and some of them are just horrible. You get me? There are a lot of such places, and awful things happen to anyone who stumbles across them. The gas station itself isn't that bad. But the basement. There's something there. Something like a tree. And it's running out of room. Soon it'll be too big for this space. Mark my words. Sometimes it sheds these smaller relics. They're nothing special, but they do protect you from all kinds of anomalies, which is useful. Found one myself, but the effect is already worn off. I'm not going back for another. There's someone in the basement, very skeezy someone. Not alive, but also not dead. In one word, a nasty thing. I don't recommend meeting it. Ask what he's doing. It's not a rhetorical question, is it? I'm sitting outside a weird gas station with a weird basement mining relic dust. If it's legal. Cross his arms. Technically no, but Cronus encourages the black market for relics every way they can, so... It's full of all kinds of interesting stuff. It's an anomalous zone, after all. Machinery doesn't last long in this area, so I walked. The whites say it's a typical retrograde anomaly. I don't even know where the source is. It's all from the gas station. There's a huge second-class fractal relic in the basement. Sometimes small golden balls fall off of it. I would take a couple for myself, but, well, there's something weird going on in there. I advise you to stay away. There's a path behind the diner that leads to the swamp. That's where you'll find the Microlux. Marked the place as worthless, though it's beautiful, of course. A man working around the swamp told me where you find Microlux. Find the Mobius. Well, where Mobius you better not go. I'm glad the passage to the swamp has been blocked with rocks. Feels safer. Ooh. Find out what exactly is going on in the basement. Yeah. Alright, as long as you leave me out of it too, or something living. There's something living in there, and it's far, far from human. It's enough for me to keep my distance. Alright. He needs charm, so it wouldn't be bad if I boost my charm. Oh, I need 2 points. So I don't have enough. Okay, I'm saving now. I need rank 2 lockpicking? Why do I need rank 2 lockpicking? I'll have to go in the back. A slight encumbrance. Okay, what was that red thing? A Kraut pneumatic nail gun. How do I get there? Oh, it requires muscle 7 to lift that up so I can get that stupid thing. Damn it. I am over encumbered. Why am I searching the toilet bowl? He's approached the table to catch the end of a gray, long-haired man in a silver jacket is gesturing with his hand as he speaks. Vibrates out of sync with the universe, hence all the anomalies. What? The fuck? Swallow. Eyes remain twin forefather anomalies. Fingers are warm, lines and waves. Stretches it, wow, she's high. Those refers to previous lives. Totem animal. She has to make 2 swallows. Show us your tattoos. Weird. Okay. They're drug addicts. They're trying to, like, conceptualize the world. Scruffy old man with a wild and matted beater sitting in front of the checkout terminal. Grandmaster, you're a piece of metal, not a grandmaster, and a cheat to boot. Min. His hand, not eating here, there's nothing to buy, but come in anyway. What does he want? Millville, why he's so unfriendly with visitors? The old man frowns and sniffs louder. You want to write a complaint? Go ahead. He realizes you're not going to complain. Surely expression slow his facing a sad one. Well, I have some problems, he said quietly. The oranges pick on me, escapees I guess. They demand food, money, gas. Got a turret at the entrance, but it doesn't seem to do shit. My relief screwed some in the basement. Gotta take a look when I get the chance, but with my leg acting up, those rickety stairs just ain't my cup of tea. So I sit here playing chess and waiting for those bastards to come back. It's my business, and you do best stay out of it, but if you want to, here's the key. Go to the basement and see if you can do something with the generator. The turret to work. Make life easier. Got some noodles in the vending machine there. Told you were closed. Don't do deliveries. Fix it. Oh, not only go out there and walk to the gas station, go down to the basement. It's an anomaly tree. It's glowing, and there's gold stuff hanging off it. You can take one if you want, but only one. You grab it, and you put it in the truck, and you bug off. Where was it you wanted to go, and that's where you bug off to. Take one, you hear me? It's company property. I should take a cut myself, as a matter of fact. Okay. Save. No food, no supplies, coffee sucks. Get out of here and came to sat and ask yourself. Okay. Party food. Half an hour. Eat some high-calorie food. Your stamina is increased. Got 1 guts. But I'm encumbrance. So I got -2. Initiative. Going down to the basement. I don't know. What is a house if not a fortress? This good old concept came to its logical conclusion in the 60s when the first began to construct bomb shelters into private residences en masse. I never believed that the nuclear war was inevitable. Oh. Is there a flashlight? Gas station backdoor key. Melville's key. Oh, he actually gave me the gas station key. That's cool. Looking at the strange sound is amplified. Now you're scratching and gnashing as well. The pipe is vibrating. Every time something warm and fuzzy slinks out of the pipe and immediately vanishes into the darkness. Ow. I'm fighting rats in a basement, guys. Ow. 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 I'm dead. Quick load. A refrigerant barrel. So if I blow that up, Okay, I'm gonna save before I do this. Critical? I'm just getting attacked. I'm gonna die. Because I get 3 attacks. Ow. Ah, oh, come on, evade! I don't have any armor! Oh, come on. Dodge, dodge, dodge! Dead. No. Fuck. I should have bought armor. Hmm. Wasted. Radioactive item? Oh, they're irradiated. That's why. I need to, like... What did it do? Did it shoot it? Don't die. Don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Okay. I gotta stop this bleeding. I'm still bleeding. Oh, it's a single rat or a heap of corpses. Okay. Ooh. That sucked. I don't like that fight. I probably should have gone with something a bit more combat oriented. Move away. Did I repair the turret? Is the turret working now? I've scanned it already. There, done. Hey, level 3. Awesome. Okay. There's a weird lag with the audio. You hear that? You hear that? Like, that shouldn't be there. Useful items, you carry additional belt slot, increase your weight. Allows you to strip inventory items for parts. Redirectional part of the battery charge. Ooh. I'm gonna reload to see if that makes a difference. Whoa, wait a minute. Chemistry bench. Homemade grenades and explosive med kits. Betamine. The audio is breaking out. If it keeps doing that, next time I get into combat, I'm just gonna say, call it for the evening. And then we might come back to this later. Disfigured body. Yeah, the audio is really messing up. What's with the violent shaking? Ow! There's like toxic shit everywhere. Is it a ventilation shaft? Shit. Alright, I'm gonna reset the game. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna end it. I will be back. Well, alright. I will be back. Just gonna restart the game. I like it. I'm having fun with it. I like the sci-fi feel to it. I think there's been a couple of bugs that we've had, mainly audio related. I had to wait for Steam to actually realize that it was closed. See this part, the roadmap is actually pretty fucking cool. There we go. I've looted everything. Guys. As you round the shed's corner, you stumble across a scene from a movie. A dented juniper moon parked on the roadside and four strangely dressed tramps idling around it. The car is in awful shape despite being new. Jupiter's first got chrome-plated fender models in more than 6 months. The lock is at some point jacked open with something sharp, a knife or a screwdriver. People standing around the car are so filthy you barely recognize their Cronus uniforms under the grime. Name tags have been removed, of course, but the ruffian's tattoos make it clear you're facing oranges. Good measure, the gangsters startle but quickly compose themselves. So here's the deal, guest. You and that ancient moppet at the counter, you're both gonna chip in for gas, and maybe I won't stress test your skull today. The old man at the gas station would be happy to waste him yourself. That's for 20 minutes. Gas station, when you just roamed around. Stay away from the dumpsters. I planted bombs in there because of the rats. Cheating level 1 not... Cheating? I wanted to kill him. But I'm by myself. Okay. So we're going to get out of here. And then I'm going to call it. Because I want to get to an actual shop. Cabin. Get in the passenger seat. When Howard proposed me transfer, did not hesitate for a second. My understanding, Nashville is what the Dome should be. This is a place where employees are able to lay hands on the most incredible wonders of ancient technology. As you approach Nashville, the realization something is wrong. The boom barrier at the security checkpoint is lifted. The turret indicators are glowing red. Black smoke is visible over the parking lot. The automatic guns beep and direct their gun barrels at your vehicle. You and Morgan exchange a concerned look. Floors the pedal, the engine roars, and the tractor truck speeds past the turrets and leaves the danger area. The road turns left, and you enter the main road and into the complex. There are bodies everywhere, but no survivors that you can see. Morgan crosses herself, whispers a prayer. Through the smoke-filled air, you see the red lights of a new batch of turrets taking aim at your vehicle. Full throttle. Reaches a fork near the main entrance to the base. The concrete walls are covered with bullets. Bodies riddled with holes are laying around in blood fire. The blue buries her face in her wheel, barely containing the urge to vomit. She's not praying anymore. She's whimpering quietly. Another group of turrets greets you at the central entrance with warning beeps and red indicator lights. The truck skids, bypassing the turrets and rushing to the parking lot. Fortunately, this is the outside the turret's firing range. Lauren falls out of the vehicle with a groan. You climb out too. As you sit beside the track, you lift your head to see Nashville ablaze. Black smoke billowing over it and intertwining with the maelstrom above the situation. It whirls slowly and majestically, hundreds of tiny green lightning bolts flashing silently in the epicenter. We need to scout the surroundings. You nod in agreement. Morgan is right. It's time you figure out what happened here. Fuck. Around the corner. And then up to the tracks. So we have, if we had said the other one of a light partying, we would have come down here. The current's holding us at gunpoint. If we run, we're as good as dead. What do we do? Ask her seriously. Suggest you wait here while you handle the turrets and bring help. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Because look at like auto saves and quick saves. I quick save a lot. It's supposed to be there's 20 slots for quick save. You can set how many you wants to save. I save a lot. I quick save all the fucking time. Alright, so we're gonna save parking lot. Save. Great new save. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you had fun. I will see you again tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be playing, but we'll figure it out. I think I might continue playing this for a little bit. Put it on my list of games to keep going. But I do want to get through the rest of the codes that I've got. So I will see everyone later. Thank you again, and have a great Friday night. Peace out, everybody.